You're watching Cooking Munchies with Keeya Keys, and today we're making puff puff and suya kebab. We're taking it all the way to Africa. Right, so we're starting off with the puff puff. Got all our ingredients here nicely prepared already. We've got some flour, some nutmeg, some yeast to make sure it rises, and then we've got some salt here and some brown sugar. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix our dry mix together, then we're gonna go to our wet mix, finish off our wet mix, combine the two, make an amalgamation, and then we're gonna deep fry them. Pick up the salt, make sure we get it all in there. Get the yeast in there as well. The nutmeg gives it that little pizzazz in the flavor. And then we're gonna add the brown sugar. Bro, I don't know the first time I tried puff puff, you know. I always like the kind of cinnamony, nutmeggy flavor to it. So for me, it's just basically like, it's like eating a little donut with your savory food. Just mixing this mix here. You know, just gonna fold it in. Don't be too aggressive with it because you know, the particles and the smarticles. Yeah, we've got the mix here. Now we're gonna work on the wet mix. So those grams of milk. In fact, I'm gonna put the egg in first because I wanna break it. So there's actually a bit of shell in there as well. Go-to dishes. Me and my missus will get in and we'll start off, we'll probably make a little something, you know. I can't think of dishes off my head because normally we're freestyling, but she's Nigerian, so she likes to cook a lot of African food in the house. We get the barbecue out. Sometimes we make taba, Congolese dish. She likes to make 𝐒𝐮 as well, J rice, everything, you know, everything. And obviously today, you know, I'm gonna put in a little bit of vanilla, try and give this a little tang. You don't need to do this. And I actually think this might be a little bit much, so I'm not gonna put all of it in. See, cooking is about understanding flavor and just making it make sense. If my music was a dish, I would say it would be a little shepherd's pie, you know? Hearty, you always leave feeling satisfied, you know? All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the dry mix into the wet mix. Right, so we get this in. And you know, just a bit at a time, you know, make sure everything gels nicely. You don't want to just go in and put the whole thing in, and then next thing you know, you've got dry clumps in your mix. My mum is a deeper chef, I can't lie. Like growing up, my mum is a deeper chef. She's always cooked different cuisines, like growing up. I used to stay at this lady's house, she was Jamaican when I was younger. So I was introduced to a lot of like different styles of food from young. So I'm just gonna introduce a little bit of warm water. Oh, lovely. So I'm just gonna add in increments, you know. I've been working on my vocabulary this year as well, so I just wanna broaden my horizons, man. I wanna be able to say things in songs and people kind of think, wow, like this guy is talking sense. As we go, we slowly just add in the mix. What the water does is it releases the enzymes in the mix, so the enzymes can form a proper bond with the flour. I've never been a baker, like that's never kind of been my thing, but I'm here, so I have to, innit? Let's get to it. In and round, that's the technique, in and round. You see what I'm saying? Right, so now we've got a nice little stretchy consistency. We've beat some air into it, basically. This activates the yeast, you know what I'm saying? So now we got our dough. It's time to leave the dough and let it rise and start on the suya kebab. I think it's a good start personally. Firstly, I'm gonna make a little suya seasoning mix. You know, the dust you normally get on the side and a little bit on top. I'm gonna make that now. And I'm going to incorporate that into the actual marination of the meat. So what we have here is we have some turmeric, we have some chili, we have a big box of paprika, got some onion and garlic powder, got some nutmeg again, and we've got some ginger. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I already measured it out nicely and perfectly. I'm going to put these in to the mix and create that nice suya seasoning. It's got a kind of ombre look to it now, so You know, normally they serve this after, but I'm gonna mix a bit of this into the actual marination of the meat. Because obviously beef is quite a tough meat, so we've got to break down the enzymation of the proclamation. And I've actually put a little Maggi and some all-purpose seasoning together. I'm just trying to break it down because I want to make it into a rub, so the meat can fully dissolve the juices that are going on. And now we're gonna go over to the wet side of things. And what I have here is some vegetable oil, I have some paprika, even more paprika, we love paprika. And some cloves, reminds you of Christmas. The cloves are here because the meat's gonna absorb the powers of the anti-shaitan. We wash the meat, we clean the meat, we've added some oil, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our hands right in there. This is the process of lubrication. Some guys don't know about that stuff. Add in the paprika, the cloves, my little wet mix, and then we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of the dry mix as well. But for now, I'm just gonna massage that into the meat. We want things to break down. We want the juices to break down, because the more the enzymes break down, the softer the meat is when you cook it. And one of my big problems with suya is sometimes how dry and hard the meat is. So what I'm gonna try and do is make sure that we make this juicy. Pause. To be fair, I want this to be a Y-free zone because I've had enough of the Y stuff in life. 1, 2, 3. Stuck on a desert island, 3 meals that I need. 1 is lasagna, I can't lie. Lasagna, I just feel like lasagna, you can never go wrong. You see with lasagna, we do a little something special in my house. We do the lasagna mixed with a little Polish sausage. Pause. What? Another one would be 𝐒𝐮𝐼𝐴 and pounded yam. That is my favorite. So we'll do that, and then I'll probably go somewhere in Asia. I might get some Vietnamese. I think like a little pho, summer rolls. So now we've got the meat nice and massaged and marinated. We're gonna leave that for a second, and then we're gonna work on putting the skewers together and starting to make this into a real kebab. So we've got the onion here. We wanna come out with this kind of shape of onion. Quick ones, we're gonna go in, down, and we're gonna go all the way around in like so. So yeah, I was taught from young, whenever you chop onions, no matter what you're doing, just sprinkle it with a bit of salt. Helps the juices kind of stay inside and then release when cooking. Pepper, so I have a few techniques of cutting a pepper. I'm gonna start off with the technique I grew up with, which is go around, voila, seeds are out. So now let's dice it. Then we're gonna cut in half. Then we're just gonna dice these nice. So the maddest place I ate suya kebab was in the club in Ghana. They kind of have it in every club in Ghana. It's like, bro, because the clubs are more like bars, kind of like, and they have cabanas, they have food. Suya kebab in the club when you're drunk. I don't think there's anything else that hits like that. Normally have it with a bit of yam and turkey as well, with the shito on the side. We want some nice thick bits of pepper in this, so you get the little juicy bite in between the onions and the meat. Japan is on my hit list. I'm going there next because the food in Japan, I can't lie, I need to go and hit that up and taste some organic food. It's funny because in Ghana, yeah, there was a lot of things that I enjoyed. A lot of the time I'm eating street food when I'm out there. So it's like, there was one time we got Indomie just on the side road, and bro, I think it was the hottest thing that I've ever eaten in my life, bro. And I was in the studio session and just hiccuping for the whole night, bro. Didn't record one thing because I couldn't breathe, bro. So yeah, we're gonna start assembling the skewers. Got the meat here, it's been sitting marinating. Preferably we'd like a bit more time to marinate the meat, but you know. Take a look at that, by the way. So we've been soaking our skewers in some water just to soften them a little bit. 3 things you have to have at a 𝐤𝐿𝐴 Keys barbecue. There's no point in having a barbecue without girls. Second, this might be a weird one, but it's high on my list, and it's coleslaw. A barbecue without coleslaw is not a barbecue, bro. You need something to refresh the palate in between all of that meat, you know? And then third, I would say, it's gonna be another pause though, bro. That's the problem. It's sausage, isn't it? Me, brother. Oh, brother. I'm a big fan of sausage, okay? I said it, like, and I think, yeah, sausages is I feel like, yeah. Yeah, I feel like sausage is very important. And obviously I'm from North London. There's a lot of Polish supermarkets where I'm from. And I feel like Eastern Europeans do the best sausage, bro. Fuck it, no. And there we have it, look at that. That looks like a good start. I can't lie to you, bro. Here's one I made earlier. So what we got here is the suya. It's all done. We've skewered all of it. And now what we're gonna do is quickly just give it a little bit of a pan fry, just so it gets a bit of browning on it, and then we're gonna stick it in the oven 10 minutes, then we're gonna turn it over, add some oil, let it cook again for 10 minutes, then we're gonna take it out and work on our puff. Just gonna do 3 at a time, just sear them nicely, give it a little feeling, and then flip them over, get them off onto the plate, repeat the process. Usually suya is done on a grill. Unfortunately, the grill's out of action today, so we're gonna try and make it work with the little pan frying in the oven. Yeah, not everyone has a grill, so you know, I'm here for the community, bro. I'm teaching you how to do things when sometimes you don't have what's needed, bro. It's called improvisation. So as I said, I don't want to do too much. I just want to give it a light little something before it goes in. Normally when you see suya, yeah, it's normally a bit smaller, the cuts of meat, but we made it a bit bigger because we want it to be a bit more juicier. Can you smell that? Don't lie. If these don't taste good, I might be cancelled, so my career's on the line. Let me put NSG on blast. You need to get NSG in here. Yeah. One, it will be a calamity, 6 man trying to cook. Honestly, 𝐒𝐮𝐷 is probably the worst chef I've ever seen in my life, bro. So I'll put it on him. I challenge him to come through, bro. Can you put someone on the scale if they can't cook or they don't cook? He's not even on the scale. He might be in the minuses. Yeah, I'd definitely rather eat Mumbai street food. But me, I'm not scared of street food. Like, I feel like when you go somewhere, you should be eating the street food and you should let it down out your belly because it's part of the experience. I was in a club in Ghana and I shit myself. It's juicy, but it's got a little crisp and a barbecue taste to it, bro. No grill, no problem. Me, I want to try crocodile. I want to try shark. I'll definitely try shark. Camel, I'll try that. Kangaroo. In fact, I think I've had kangaroo, you know. Horse, that's what we need, a little bit of smoke on it. Make sure you turn it off. Bro, I want to have a restaurant, bro. I've always said this, I want to have a restaurant. And we planned on doing a little series of mine as well, where like we go around vlog and try food when we go on tour in different places. So food has always been something that's close to me. I didn't burn my hand, I swear to God. I know 𝐿𝐼𝐳𝐿 can cook, but bro, 𝐿𝐼𝐳𝐿, if you want to do a 1v1, we can do it, bro. Trust me, man. We're just about ready to pop in the oven now. I need to make sure that every little bit has its own bit of space. This little lovely magical dust, we're just gonna sprinkle it on top. Just to give it a little something. Then on top of that, we're gonna do a little tiny of oil. We don't follow the recipes here, we make stuff up. Now let's get that in. Gonna check on it in 10 minutes, turn it over, give it a little brush down with the oil, and then we go again another 10 minutes, then it's puff time. Looking good, by the way. See, it feels like quite a bit of a boring process, but you know that meat is gonna be juicy at the end of this, so I'm like Van Gogh in his prime right now. Don't be nervous, be generous. You can never have too much suya dust on your suya, bro. And that is a quote from �keeya Keys, bro. I don't know how much weight it holds, but that is a quote from me. Lovely. We're gonna pop that back in the oven for another 10 minutes. We might even give it 12, just make sure it finishes nicely. It's not looking bad, I can't lie. It's looking very juicy. But let's take one out and have a look at it, right? What's the consensus around the room? Does this look right?
It looks good.
It looks good, I can't lie, it looks good. This is what we came for. Bro, I'm more than proud of myself, bro. Representing England in the Suya competition, the Suya World Cup, the Suya Olympics. But yeah, man, here we are, the Suya. It's time to move on to the puff puff. This is, I can't lie, I'm very proud of it. I thought I was gonna come out with something very, very dodgy, but we're here and it looks good. Now let's just let that rest, let the juices drop, and then we'll make the puff puff and we'll serve it up on our plate. Oh, we got a little quick taste test, just on the move.
Consistency is good.
Yeah. It's a bit juicy though, right?
It's very juicy. But it's because Suya is dry. This one's good. And the flavor is very good.
Eat the onion as well.
The onion is...
This guy said he's Nigerian, he just ate with his left hand. Does that make sense? Take it, bro. Listen, guys didn't think I could do it, bro, but I'm here, man.
Wow, what the fuck?
Is it good?
Yeah.
Love that. You see that? That's not me practicing for tonight. That's what I'm gonna do when I pull out the puff puff, and I'm gonna squeeze it in to the oil. But firstly, let's have a look at it. Look at this, by the way. You see the yeast has activated the formula and it's risen. Now look, sticky texture. Quickly, what I'm gonna do is just practice the technique. The application of flour on the hands is very important because you don't want that dough to stick to you. Pull out a nice bit, form a nice lovely little circle in your hand. We squeeze this until it drops in, just like so, bro, just like so. That's the first tester batch. It's important you do a tester batch as well, just to make sure the oil is hot enough. If you don't do that, then you know your puff puff's gonna come out wrong. And as you see, it hits the bottom, rises back up as it starts to cook on the bottom. It should be golden brown when we turn this. Lovely, look at that. It's getting a nice little fry on. Test batch done, all right? Doesn't look great, but it's a test batch, and that's what tests are for, you know. I'm so cancelled, oh my God. No, I can see you know them Niger blog posts. I'm done. What? I'm finished.
I just have to make the final cut. Like, yo, it's that kangaroo. It's like, I ate that chicken.
So the moment of truth is the taste test. Sometimes in cooking, it's not about what it looks like, it's about what it tastes like. This one's not that bad, you know.
Wait, it's bad. Right hand.
Yep.
Oh, it's soft though. This don't look like, this is, what's this?
Puff puff. Taste it.
It tastes like bread.
But good bread though.
Yeah, tiger bread.
Say sourdough.
Tiger bread.
Tiger bread, you're violating. Listen.
It's alright though, good bread.
It's not bad. I think if it was more of a, taste it. So. It don't taste bad.
Yeah, it tastes like bread.
That's what I'm saying, that's like tiger bread.
Good.
But good bread,
If it was bread, it would be good.
We're violating though.
Bro, I beg you taste, please. Could have fried it a little bit longer.
And it needs sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not sweet enough. But
Do you know why that's good? Do you know why that's good? Do you know what we're gonna serve it with?
70%.
But you know what we're gonna serve it with? We're gonna serve it with a drizzle of honey, because we're turning it into almost a dessert. You see what I'm saying? This is my rendition of puff puff. So I think we've got something. I've also tried to like incorporate a bit of cinnamon. I'm going for my own kind of take on the puff puff, and I'm gonna kind of treat it as a dessert, almost like a churro. This is the cinnamon flavor one. I can't lie, they don't look bad though. Who told you white man can't make puff puff? I need a taste test. I'm gonna go first. I've still got some raw dough in my hands, but tell me that's not puff puffs. Tell me that's not puff puff, bro.
That's not a puff puff.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm not angry at this. Break off a little bit. It's soft though, but
Go look at it. It's sweet bread.
It's sweet bread, but it's good though.
It's nice, yeah.
I eat more.
you need more.
Need more.
That's all that matters. This is the white man's puff puff, bro. This is what we're doing today. So these are for the main meal. This is your bog standard puff puff. No disrespect to the culture. This is what we're trying to do. And then we're adding a European twist. You ever had churros in Amsterdam? This is a little dessert. We're gonna sprinkle it with some honey and sugar at the end. I would like some strawberries. I don't think we have them, but I'd like to add some strawberries and we make a little puff puff dessert. Now, as you can see, they tell me to flip it, but what I've found is that as they cook, they naturally flip. So you kind of leave them to flip and it kind of does the work for itself. Right, it's the moment of fucking truth. We're here, bro. I've made up a little 𝐒𝐞𝐽 as well. Normally you see this on top of your tilapia. So I feel like this will go well with what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna plate this up. First, we're gonna come over and we're gonna grab the suya. Look at that, by the way. I'm gonna lay one like that. You know, only when you've been in the high kind of establishments, you get this kind of feeling to plate your food the way I plate it. So now we got 3 sitting there. On the side, we're gonna put our regular puff puff. Right, to any of my suya eaters, you know you have to have the raw onion with the suya. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place some nicely around the plate. The 𝐒𝐞𝐽, there's just a bit of garlic, bit of Scotch bonnet, bit of honey, bit of onion, and that works a treat, mate. If I bring this to you like this, how are you gonna feel? I'll put this on your plate. Bang. Are you gonna be disappointed? You're not. Our cinnamon puff puff. Look at this. And it's funny because normally you serve it closed, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some little crevasses in the puff puff. So they sit like this. What we're gonna add to it? A little bit of honey. And then just a sprinkle of Christmas. No disrespect to the culture, by the way, but look, this is my own take. Also, by the way, if you want your dessert to have a little bit of chili involved, you can dip your dessert into the 𝐒𝐞𝐽, because here we like to experience flavor combinations. I need to bring some people in to try this now. So, anyone want to come and bless this? Right, you've been watching Cooking Munchies with Keeya Keys, and this is my suya kebab and puff puff. And my puff puff dessert. Thank you for having me. Omar Niger, the greatest. Alpha. This is a spiritual experience, bro. Once in a lifetime. First, I want you all to try the puff puff first with the
chili.
With the chili. Appetizer.
Is this pound of jam or is it?
Just eat it, bro.
Oh, actually not bad. I'll be real.
Thank you. Great
It's
start.
weird. It's weird. But it's alright.
And then take a bite of the kebab. Suya.
Okay, that's tough.
Yep, suya. Hit you.
I can taste the suya.
You can taste the suya.
That's good though, I'll be real.
It's good.
That's good, yeah.
Lovely. Now,
That one, I'll give it 7.58 out of 10.
bro, okay, now for a white man,
For a white man,
9 or 10,
I'll give it
right?
a 9, yeah.
Lovely. See?
White man, you know what I'm saying?
Now let's go puff puff. Puff puff dessert, sorry.
Is that honey?
Yep, that's honey. Dip that right there, bro.
That tastes like Winter Wonderland.
That's exactly what I was going for. So
It's like a churro though, not really
yeah,
puff, but
it's like a churro, but you know snow globes. You shake it and the snow flies.
I can't lie. It
Puff puff
actually
snow
tastes
globe.
nice. It's not puff puff, but
No,
it
but
tastes
that's the
nice.
name. Puff puff snow globe. As a
But
dessert.
dessert, give it a strong 7.5.
Love. Thank you.
no.
Next.
That's gonna be too spicy for you then.
Where's the milk? It's a bit spicy. Nah, it's fine.
What do you think?
Amazing.
Oh, okay, thank
Was this
you.
your first time?
Backyard, I've been
Seasoned
doing stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 8 down.
Yeah.
Even better, I got a sweet tea.
But the way it's saying, it sounds fake.
Not fake, real.
All right, cool. Thank you
Real.
very much. I appreciate that. I put a lot of hard work into this. The verdict's in. Where is my Nigerian citizenship? I knew that.
Cause
What? I can take some home, innit? Oh my days. I'm showing this to my girlfriend. She's gonna be so proud of me. Silly honey, listen.
silly.
Are you seeing this? Look around. The plates are getting cleaned. The plates are getting cleaned. This is when you know you've performed well. The pressure was on. I didn't crumble.
No dessert.